If I could go back to my first week in Korea, here are 3 things that I would do immediately. Some small background information first. I went to Korea for 6 months for my semester abroad, and it was some of the best months of my life, and studying abroad is so worth it. So if you have the opportunity, you should go. But you make mistakes, and I have made mistakes, so I want to tell you what mistakes I made so that you don't make those mistakes. That was a lot of mistakes. The first important thing to mention is that the first month is just a sprint. Everything is happening in the first month that you're there, and you need to be ready for it. You need to be there to experience that first month and not miss out on any opportunities. You know, everybody is new. Nobody has this fixed friend group, and everybody is there to make friends. So you need to take this opportunity, and I did. I made friends, but I could have made so many more if I had actually gone to things that I didn't go to. Because after a few weeks, those friend groups form and routines form, and if you're not in those friend groups and in those routines, then you're going to find it much harder to make new friends after starting, and maybe after 3 months you try to make new friends. It's going to be so much more difficult because the social window closes much faster than you expect. So if I could go back and tell myself one thing, it would be to just do everything that is available. Say yes to absolutely everything, and I can't stress that enough. I said yes to so many things, but I could have said yes to so many more. And I really am sat here. I come back from Korea a month and a half ago, and I'm sat here and I'm really thinking, I wish that I would have said yes to more things. It would have opened up so many more opportunities. In my example, I went to Seoul National University. Amazing university. Shout out Seoul National University. I also have this wonderful pencil case, which you might see in one of my shorts. They have this thing called SNU Buddy. You, as a group of, I think it's 5 to 10 people, get a specific Korean student that, you know, knows a lot about the university, knows a lot about the area, and you just can ask them questions. You do things within this group, basically. And I wanted to do it, so I signed up for it and it's put in my card details and everything, but it just wouldn't accept Revolut, and that's the payment I used over there. And, you know, I should have and could have actually, I've found this out afterwards, that I could have just gone there and paid cash there and then, which is so annoying to me because I really regret not doing that, because friends I knew other people through this SNU Buddy scheme, and I could have been making so many more friends than I did, and it's annoying to me, and you really should take that opportunity. The first month abroad it's like school. Everybody's open to everything, and, you know, after the first week, after the second week, everybody's settling down, and yeah, as I say, I've got into some sort of routine. So you just need to be the one to invite people to things instead of the one being invited to things. Your strategy, if you're going to study abroad, should be maximum action early. That's the most important thing. You have to film even when it's awkward. And that's something that I really fucked up with. I got there, I was thinking to myself, oh, you know, I'm going to Korea. This is a great opportunity for me to film so much shit and get so much content for YouTube. And I got there, and I mean, you know, I filmed 9 vlogs worth of stuff, but I got there and I got my phone out and I said, people were around me, and I was like, oh, you know, what if I'm pissing them off with my filming or anything like that? And you're not. I saw plenty of people filming and I wasn't pissed off with them. I actually respected them. So why the fuck did I not? I'm such a cunt for that, and you really don't want to make that mistake. I promise you, you will regret it. You think people are judging you. You think you're annoying your friends. You think you look weird talking to a camera. But honestly, so what if people are annoyed? You're never going to see them again, so why the fuck do you care? And I'm just thinking back to myself right now, and I just want to give myself a slap around the face and just tell myself you're a stupid cunt. If your friends think you're annoying for doing this, then they shouldn't be your friends, because you're doing this to look back on it, and they should be excited for you to do that. If they're not, then fuck them. And thirdly, you probably do look weird talking to a camera, but the only way you're not going to look weird talking to a camera is by talking to a camera. And you're going to film a lot of shit stuff, but that's the only way that you're going to improve. You can't read a book to get better at filming. You have to film. So what would I do differently in this situation? Just film short clips constantly. I could have had so much more B-roll, so much more opportunities for shorts and everything like this if I had just got my phone out when I didn't want to and just filmed shit. Because I'm not in Korea anymore, and I could have fucking filmed shit. And I just want to, cunt. And, you know, the times where you think to yourself, fuck, this is awkward, that's the times where you especially have to get your phone out and start filming, because that's the time that's going to make you into the person you want to become. I have another story for me, actually. My mum came to visit, and I filmed a couple of vlogs when my dad was here. I filmed a couple of vlogs when my friend came to Korea, and I was going to, look, I'm going to film plenty of vlogs when my mum's here as well. But it was freezing at the time when my mum was there. You know, it was minus 10 degrees, and the only reason I didn't get my phone out and film was because it was cold. Like, what fuck ass reason is that? What, I'm such a bellend. I hate myself for it, because my hands are still gonna be on my fucking arms afterwards. So why did I not get my phone out and film? I'm such a knob end. Can't. That's the second time I've done that. I get annoyed. You shouldn't make these mistakes. I went to South Korea with the perfect environment for content, and I still hesitated. And I can't stress enough that you just don't want to do that. Oh, I can't stress enough that you just don't want to do that. I am a man. And as I said, the moments that feel awkward to film are the ones that you should actually film the most. Get your phone out. If you have a camera, that's nice. Get your camera out, get your phone out, and just film shit. The more videos and the more B-roll you have, not saying you want to become a YouTuber or anything or whatever you want to do, but just the opportunity to look back on as many photos as possible when you're older is an experience that you just remember where you were in that moment. And the more photos you have, the more memories you'll have. Yeah. Stop trying to optimize everything. You know, I went there with some thought in mind that I was going to get into the perfect routine on day one, but that's just not going to happen. You just got to expect that you're not going to have a routine and be okay with that. Not every decision you make is going to be perfect, and that should be okay with you, because when you attempt to optimize everything, you're researching instead of doing, you're planning instead of taking action, and those opportunities are opportunities that are going to be missed. You can't do that. You can't have that. You don't want that. Studying abroad is a really short period of time. Like, yes, in the grand scheme of things, sometimes it's 6 months, sometimes it's a year, but zooming out and looking at your entire life, it's an 80th or, perhaps even a 160th. It's not a long time. You shouldn't count down to when you're coming back. You should count up and see how many things you can experience in that sort of time. It's so much better to do that. And specifically for me, I got there and, my gym was across the road from the apartment I was staying, and I spent so much time thinking to myself, okay, well, I could do this and then this and then this, or actually I should do this and then this and then this, but it doesn't fucking matter. Just do it. Just go to the gym. Stop making a good plan and just fucking go to the gym. Otherwise, you're never going to get to the goals you want to do. I promise you that you got to stop optimizing everything. Plans aren't going to go to plan. And, you just have to be okay with that. Looking back, the problem that I had with studying abroad wasn't about doing the wrong things. It was about waiting too long to get going and to start. And I think that's the problem that most people have. They want to do things, and I don't know, fear is holding them back. It played a part for me as well, and, I guess it's all well and good me saying, oh, I shouldn't have done that, etc., etc. But fear is horrible. It does hold you back, and it shouldn't. Anyway, if you like this sort of study abroad content, then be sure to subscribe. It also helps the YouTube algorithm. If you like my videos and you like and subscribe, then you're going to get more of them, and it helps me as well. It's always nice to see someone liking my video, seeing an extra subscriber come in, because it just makes me happy that I'm, improving someone else's life. That's what I want. I just want people to enjoy my content and, want to watch more of it, I suppose. So subscribe, help the algorithm / just subscribe to me. And also leave in the comments, once again, a bit like my previous video. Are you studying abroad? Do you have any doubts? Do you have any things you want to ask me? Then feel free to ask in the comments. Maybe someone else can help you out as well from their experiences too. But I promise you, studying abroad is a brilliant experience, and you absolutely should do it if you have the chance to. Come give me a